Okay, I'm going to talk about how to use the LoggerPro program to analyze videos. So if I open up my LoggerPro, it should come up to a screen like this, just a blank graph. And in order to analyze a video, I need to have recorded a video, preferably on an iPhone, because it already comes formatted. It needs to be in the .mov format. iPhones automatically record in that format, so that makes it easy. If you do it with an Android, that's fine. You just have to find a converter, find a free converter online, and change it to an MOV format. Alright, but if I go into Insert, click on Movie, then I just have to dig through my files, so wherever I put it, in this case I have a file stored in a folder here, and there's my movie. So if I double click it, just open it, I'll have a movie in front of me. Now what you want to do is you need to get to the point where you see the motion, you begin to see the motion you want to capture. So down here you can go frame by frame. Alright, so I'm going to go frame by frame until there it is. Alright, so there's my ball moving. And notice I have a meter stick here. This is a good idea, just to have one in the frame because of what I'm about to do. So if I click on this button down here, it's going to give me some options over on the right side. The one that I want is the set scale button. It has the picture of a ruler. Don't get it confused with the one with the arrow in it. That does something different. What you want to do is set scale, and it's going to allow you to click at one spot. So I'm going to click from here at the 0 point on my meter stick, and so I'm going to click and drag from 0 to the end of the meter stick that I can see at about 70. Okay, now it's going to ask me what that distance is that I just marked. In the units, you want to keep it as meters, but this is not 70 meters. You got to be careful with this. This distance is 0.7 meters. Right, 70 centimeters is 0.7 meters. Alright, so once you hit OK, now you can click the Add Point button here. As soon as you do that, you can begin to click on the object's positions. So I can click here, and then it moves frame by frame. So I'll click another point on it. Okay, now it's moved over here, so I'm going to click there, and I'm just going to do this as long as I want. So I'm going to do it for the whole distance it travels. Alright, so it takes a little bit of time, but it's a lot easier than trying to do this by hand and using a stopwatch or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to keep going. I'm almost there. And you can see, if you remember your ball strobe diagrams that we talked about, it appears that this is actually slowing down until it comes to a stop about there. And we're not getting any more significant motion out of it. At this point, all I need to do is click on the graph, and there is my graph. Alright, so if you still see this video in the background, you can move it over so that the graph overlaps it, so that you can see your graph. Alright, And if you notice, I've got my position versus time graph right here. And I want my X position graph. Okay. Now, in order to do everything that we've done before, I just click and drag to highlight. And I want to graph a curve fit. So I will curve fit, and we're most concerned about the red dots, the X analysis. So make sure you have the video analysis X set. Or in your case, it may be the Y direction. Okay, it depends on what you're graphing. Do that. This is, in this case, this is a curve, so I want a quadratic curve. I'll try the fit. There we go. Okay. And there's all my information. Okay, and remember from our kinematic equations, this A is actually 1/2 of the acceleration. So you guys need the acceleration for this project. So you're going to need to double this number, and that will be your acceleration in meters per second squared. All right. Good luck.